Okay. So, when I tell you, I felt everything that was going on. And I could hear in the background, I could hear my brothers and sisters. So I kept trying to scream out for them, like call out to them, like talk to them. Nothing. And the entities, they put a saran wrap on my face so that I couldn't call for help. Now, they rolled out the dolly into this factory, and they placed a bag over my head. Let me tell you something. If you're a Christian and you know how the spiritual warfare works, you know that what I'm about to say is true. Now, for those that don't understand, bear with me, because the spirit and the body, they don't talk to each other. That's why people keep trying to get on psychedelics so they can go into the spirit realm, because in the physical, you may not always get the answers that you're looking for. So they'll try to get on psychedelics so they can go into the ether, and then or the sixth dimension, the fifth dimension, and then they can get more insight. Yeah? So brain fart. Alright, so what the hell? Okay. So he drug the table over, put a brown cloth bag over my head. So I would try to kind of like turn my head so I could see what was going on. All I could hear was the entity was sharpening his blade. So when you're in the spirit realm, you conversate telepathically, right? And so your mouth doesn't necessarily move. You hear everything. You know everything. Like when you want to talk about full knowledge, you are made perfect in knowledge of good and evil, you know? So I could hear butcher knives. And I'm strained down with chains, with a bag over my head. Boy, I knew I was finna get butchered. So I'm still confused at this point. I'm still yelling for my siblings. They not coming. So all I could do at that time was Jesus. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Baby, when I say I said it so repetitiously until I came back out of my body. When I tell you that there was residue and bruises, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. And so I can't remember if it was Katy Perry, Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, or Lady Gaga. But I blatantly remember them telling almost the exact same story. That she had sex with the devil, or she something. I have to find the video. It's between them four. It's either got to be Lady Gaga or can be Iggy, Katy Perry, maybe, between the two. And I couldn't go talk about this to nobody. Nobody would have. They would have been like, "Girl, you had a bad dream." That was either incubus or succubus. Baby, that wasn't no dream. When I tell you, I felt everything. When I tell you the devil, dead ass, violate me, I now understand when they say They saw the devil. Because when the devil presents himself to you, you have to understand he's an angel of light. So he can shapeshift, transform to anything that you need to throw you off. Anything that is alluring. Excuse me. Anything that appeals to your flesh, he'll be that. Anything that you need that will cause you to stumble will be that. I know you hate smacking. I hate smacking too, but I'm trying to get some salivary in my mouth. Mouth is completely dry. Don't know why. But anyway, it was just bizarre. That leads me to behind Disney, Pocahontas. It's not even her real name. Peter Pan, Pinocchio, Lady and the Beast, Winnie the Pooh, Little Mermaid, Lucas, for right now. What you seeing ain't what you seeing. I know what's going on even with Aladdin. I know what's going on. First of all, they changed Cinderella almost 5 to 6 times. But at the end of the beginning of the day, Little Mermaid too. She didn't end up with the prince. She ended up dead. She didn't end up with the prince. But that's what they tell us though, to throw us off. Guys, when I tell you this stuff gets so deep that this is why I feel like I have to do this on YouTube, because I feel like they're going to block me talking about I'm giving false information. No, I'm not. But it's okay for the tarot card readers to be lying to their students. Be real. I got proof on everything I say. But I guess they're not going to talk about Operation Paperclip with the pigeons. Am I lying about that too? No, because you can look it up and type Operation Paperclip. I'm not lying. But then they want to meet me. Talking about I'm spreading false information. How? So I'm going to put it to you like this. The spirit realm is real. The devil is real. The angels are real. And there is a such thing as having sex in your dream, being raped in your dream, and you can't do anything about it. But just Jesus, get up, and you done already been violated. You understand? Because their ultimate goal, the Nephilim and the fallen angel, their goal, mind you, they're from the marine kingdom. Their job is to not only distort your faith, taint your perception, impregnate you so that they can have a hybrid that can both go in the water and on earth, and they're sent to cause destruction. They have to mate with somebody on earth. And people gonna probably chew me out like, girl, you conspiracy theorist, baby. Let me tell you, you can't talk if you don't know. If you've ever had sleep paralysis, that is not sleep paralysis. The doctor only put a medical term to make sense of what they couldn't understand. Why? Because what did I say in the beginning? The flesh and your spirit don't talk to each other. So if there's a spiritual attack that puts you in the hospital and they have no means of knowing what's going on, they're going to treat you like what the textbook said, when really you should be getting deliverance from a demonic attack. And that's the truth. I'm not going to stay wrong. I ain't going to lie to you, but it's the truth.